Puerto Rico suffered the disaster that was Hurricane Irma. They suffered the disaster that was Hurricane Maria, and now they suffer the disaster that is the lawless presidency of Donald J. Trump. We know the games they're playing. They're requiring local governments with no money to try to put up funding when they have no ability to do that. They're slow rolling contracts and asking for additional details beyond additional details beyond additional details that states like Texas and Florida have already been able to rebuild with. When you land in San Juan, like I've done many times, much of the city looks back to normal other than a few buildings. But when you go out into the suburbs, into the countryside, it's unmistakable. It looks like the hurricane just happened last week. When you go to places like Canovanas or Lares or Utuado, where more than half the homes there appear to be in disrepair and people are waiting for funds to rebuild. When you go to Vieques, and they have a hospital that hasn't been open in years, and cancer patients and diabetes patients need to go on a boat just to get back to the island for health care. When you look at schools that have been closed and mold has set hold of these places where they can't even be reopened right now, you truly understand the devastation that is withholding these funds. We allocated $42 billion February 2018. It's unfathomable that most of this money hasn't gotten there yet. And so the question is, President Trump, are you going to end your personal vendetta against Puerto Rico and finally do the right thing? These are Americans down on the island, over 3.1, 3.2 million people who every day face the same indignation from your inaction, from your anger against the island. It's time to finally be presidential and do the right thing for my brothers and sisters on the island.